Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Hey. What's the deal? What's the deal, beautiful people? We are here, and it is the day that we talk about love and all the matters of the heart. I am your favorite prescriber. Because I don't be trying to push all that nasty medicine on you, but I am going to push love on you like weight. And we definitely have my beautiful co-host in the building today.
Yay. Hello, guys.
What's going on? So are y'all ready to talk some love here on the sexiest, hottest, spiciest station on the planet, Hot 702.5? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And if no one has told you today that they love you, we would definitely like to be the first.
We love you guys.
We love you guys so much. Because we definitely don't want you to feel unloved, because there's a lot of people who are feeling unloved. And it's a whole lot of stuff. So we got to show love to our sponsors really quick. Keys Royalty House of Love. This is the house where love resides. And love is the key. Repairing, restoring, and rebuilding love from within. That means we are not teaching you how to love other people. We are helping you learn to love yourself more. Essential relationship coaching. We're reestablishing the foundation. Figure out where the cracks are in your relationship so that we can get that solidified for you. Keys Do Love Mommies, nonprofit organization. We are creating a healthy village of parents so that we can empower them to have healthy children. And that is with postpartum care. Also, always stand on beat in hair and makeup with the one and only.
Hey, y'all, it's the holiday time. Welcome, y'all. I'm blind, too, legally blind, okay?
All right, so if y'all want to join the conversation, you can definitely call in at 702-551-5261. You can drop some hearts. You guys can drop some comments. You can come on in, have this conversation with us. It's a safe space. Just be respectful and keep it classy. That's really all we ask. So, how are you healing yourself today? Let's get into this conversaciones. I've been listening to Spanish while I sleep.
Okay, have you? Okay. So you going to be waking up speaking Spanish?
I was talking to my coworker like, ¿Dónde eres? She was like, no.
Wow.
She's like, but you guys, it was like, where is the party? I was like, I knew it was where is.
¿Dónde está?
¿Dónde es?
¿Dónde es?
Las
Fiesta.
Hey. So, what are your methods? What are your practices? What are your beliefs? Like, how are you healing yourself? Especially on the simple fact that once we get older, once we grow up and into our own selves, you may not always believe in what you believed in when you were a child.
Ooh,
so
won't he?
Most of us are taught to trust the doctor, and that's basically called the legitimacy of authority, right? Mm-hmm. Because we're taught that these people are of authority, so why wouldn't we believe them, right?
Yeah.
Some of us are fully aware that they are humans and they may mistakes. They don't make the best decisions all the time. They may have family stressors just like me and you. They might be sick, hell, and then they're trying to heal other people. So you just don't know. We just gonna make sure that we know that they're human. A lot of people do believe in science. It's not always a bad thing, but however, science isn't always a good thing. And that's my opinion, right? Our bodies are an amazing vessel anyway, right? So if you care for it properly, it will properly care for you, right? And I realize why the elders tell you that, and they tell you that because they already learned. That's why their hands got arthritis, because they didn't do range of motion. That's why, they back got that arch in it because they didn't stretch properly. Whatever, like they tell you what's going to happen, and we are the ones like, I'm young, I'm vibrant, I'm good, I'm gonna be good. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And I can be the attest to that. I could be the testimonial person for that. And now that I know better, taking my nutrition and my physical fitness is really important, because you got to think about that thing called trauma. That thing called trauma sneaks in, and it does things to your body that you don't even realize that happened, okay? And there's a lot of people who like the holistic way of healing, and they care about it, and some people think it's new, and it's really not, right? It's not a new thing. So we're going to do the definition of holistic. I did not do the definition of healing. If you want to look that up, you could do healing. But holistic care has been said to have been around since the 4th century before Christ.
BC.
BC. Right? And it's characterized by the beliefs that parts of some things are interconnected and can be explained only by reference to the whole. And that means the whole picture, the whole thing. We didn't even toast. That's what you get.
I know, because I
The
was thirsty.
solution demands a holistic approach and a strategic vision of what can be achieved. Poverty will need to be addressed in a holistic manner. So, in the medicine term, it is characterized by treatment of the whole person, taking into account mental, social factors rather than just the symptoms of the illness, right?
Okay.
Holistic health is approaching the focuses on the overall well-being of the person, considering not only their physical health, but also their emotional, mental, spiritual aspects. It emphasizes balance and the prevention of through healthy lifestyle choices like nutrition, exercise, and stress management. Holistic health takes a broader view, aiming to address the root cause of the health issue and promote wellness from all angles, right? Not just one angle. Take this pill and go, right? So I made this little TikTok video or Snapchat video. I did not post it because I'll just be tripping. And I got so many videos I could post. But anyway, I got sick. That's still a trigger. I got sick and I did a telehealth video. I was laying in my bed. That lady was at the office. She prescribed me 5 medications. And it was so funny to me because I was like, I'm not taking none of that shit. But anyway, holistic medicine is a form of healing that considers the whole person, body, mind, and emotion. It is the quest for the optimal health and wellness. According to the holistic medicine philosophy, you can achieve the best possible health by gaining proper balance in life. Holistic medicine practitioners believe that the whole person is made up of parts that depends on another, or one or another. And if one part isn't working properly, the other parts will eventually be affected. So if you have an imbalance between your physical health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health in your life, it can definitely cause harm over time, right? So with that being said, now that you guys know what it is, we definitely are going to discuss a little bit of holistic health in a different type of way and how it benefits us overall. And we have a guest of love in the building, and she is such an inspiration to me and hopefully to you all as well. I seen her make a post, right? And when I saw that post, instantly I'm like, I need to talk to her. And I jumped in her inbox. I said, hey, how you doing? You want to come and talk about this? My name is Miss Love, Doctor.
Wow.
And she was like, yes, yep, whatever you needed. So I knew that I wanted to talk to her more. And then we're going to get into a little bit of the story of how the divine connections are made too. So I just want to introduce you guys all to.
Okay.
Where's
Drum
my little
roll.
mouse? Where's my little mouse at? I seen it. There we go. The beautiful Miss She in the building. Welcome, Queen. Welcome, welcome.
She.
How are you?
Okay. She ready.
Hey,
y'all.
How are you?
I am doing amazing. How are you guys? Thank you
like
for
how
having
she
me.
came in.
Thank you so much for coming. That's, you know what, and it's not purposely done. It is not purposely done, trust me. But I'm definitely going to go down the list of the shows and rewatch and see exactly how many Capricorn guests we had. Because
We can't help it, bro.
we Capricorn deep in here.
Deep. It's
Welcome,
almost
Capricorns. It is our season. We are definitely
Are we ready
throwing
for
out.
the cheers?
We throwing out.
Okay.
So, first and foremost, we do a spirit check, which you guys know. We want to check in with your spirit, see how you feeling. And mental, physically, and emotionally, how are you guys doing?
I think, yes, you should go first.
Well, I never complain. I'm doing amazing. Any day above ground is another opportunity to rewrite my story.
That is
I love how you said that.
heavy. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, friend, where you at?
I'm a little irritated, but I'm gonna be all right. My spirit
This is a safe space.
I'm really irritated. I'm really irritated about a lot of things, and I feel like I am always like, hey, what's going on? And everybody notice when my face and I'm thinking, it just look like I'm like looking down or I'm doing something. It's like, but my thoughts are heavy. My thoughts are heavy because a lot of shit is going down, and it's a lot of stuff that I don't like either. And, you know, if I can't say my piece, once I say it, then I'll be okay. But until then, I need to say my piece.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I was just about to say that.
We need to get it out. Like, we need to talk about it. We
Yes.
need to.
I need to
Get
throw
to
it
a
up.
place where either we on or we off. I don't like the uncertainty. So mentally, I am in distress a little bit. Physically, I probably locked my body up in ways that I probably shouldn't have. And emotionally, I'm rebuilding. Yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely wearing my UNLV Miss Love Doctor shirt today.
Okay.
That shooting took me out.
It was
That shooting fucking took me out, and it was just like everything in the world just came crashing down. And I work in the mental health field, so luckily I was surrounded by clinicians and CPNs, and it was just like they was like, come on, and they was like, you're the one who uplifts us all year. They was like, it is okay for you to come unglued, and I was like, but not at work. I could come unglued at home, but at work, it was just like a surreal moment. And I'm an empath, and I felt so fucked up for them people at that school. I am so tired of all this shit that's going on in the world. And it's like, it was just one of the moments where it just was all at one time. So we definitely is sending mad love to anybody and everybody that is, I don't care if you weren't there, if you were there, affected by this
emotionally.
hatred.
And
And
thinking like, ooh.
it's just so much. And I went to UNLV. I had classes in that building. And I think what really made it surreal is because when we had the October shooting, I had a class in that same building.
Oh, wow.
And is my heart starting to race now? But class was canceled, and I didn't read the email. So I get to class, but my teacher was there because it was a therapy class, and she was like, "This is therapy class, and I know people here are empaths because you wouldn't be in this field if you weren't." She was like, "So we're gonna have an open house therapy session." It was like everybody sat in a round table, and in that moment, like I really can remember like how hard people was crying and just caring for other people. You know, and it's just like, at what point in time are we going to stop? At what point in time are we going to put a stop to this shit? Because something has to happen.
Yep.
But we're going to get out for that because that could be a whole show within
By
itself.
itself.
It can.
Right.
It can.
So we'll do the affirmation of the week, and then we will get into it, and we can bring that affirmation in any place if it resonates with you guys. Okay. So I picked worthiness, and the mantra of the week is I matter. We matter. Our lives matter.
Yeah.
Stop fucking killing people. You know, like, people are angry. People are going through shit. People are sick. So many people are sick.
Sick. Yep.
You know, even
mentally,
if like, I got a little cough. I got this. And I'll be like, how many times did you have that this year? Your immune system is fucked up. So, again.
I just been ducking and dodging people being sick.
We matter. You almost can't.
You can't.
It's literally like you can't. You know what I'm saying? So, we all matter. And that's what we're talking about. So, before we go in, I do want to talk about, like, how the universe provides. And then we're going to cheers because we have something to celebrate. Okay. So, I don't know how we became Facebook friends, right? But this is how you know universe puts people in your life in the place and the time. So we became Facebook friends, and then I would see her post about her yoga, and I would comment like, I want to come. And then she'd be like, okay, we meet with Jesus in the birds in the morning. And I'd be like,
she said with Jesus in the birds.
I'm not going to be able to make that because I work nights. So I'm a late night, and by the time y'all getting up, I'm probably just going to bed. So I'm like, dang, I really want to get to this yoga class. So then I inboxed her, and I was like, is it going to be for beginners? You're not going to have me standing on my head. And I said, I'm a beginner, right? She like, no, I got you. So then I was like, we seen each other at dinner on Blanc. Yeah. Did not know who each other was. Had a whole conversation with each other. Your outfit is cute, girl. Your outfit is cute. And then I took pictures with your friends, and we like exchanged numbers and became BFF. Like, it was a whole thing.
It really was.
I don't know. Hey. It was just me. It was me and Cash had walked around.
Okay.
And we were taking pictures in front of the backdrop. And so when I posted my picture for Dinner on Blanc, she was like, I saw you. I was the one who said your outfit was cute. And I was like, and then she posted her 360 video, which I was right there when and I was like, I took this picture with you. And
like we was right next to each other.
We find out we're all Capricorn, so it was just like
divine timing.
It was just like all, but that lets you know that people, even though you try to, even if you like team no new friends, sometimes the universe gives you people that you need. You know what I mean? And it's just like good girlfriend vibes and compliments. That's how I was at Dinner on Blanc. I feel like everybody was like that. Like, hey girl, like you looking good. Like, you looking good. You know, so yeah, that's the thing. But we do have a celebration in order, and we do have, I should have brought red cups.
Some libation.
And I'll let you tell the people what we're celebrating, and then we'll kind of get into different things, and then we'll toast to you.
Okay. So November 4th of this year, I celebrated being seizure-free for 7 years with no meds.
No medication.
Cheers.
Congratulations,
bro.
I'm just saying, y'all. You know, it's possible
with no meds.
No meds.
Our forefathers didn't have no medication.
She's the second person who told me that, kind of recently. And so that's when I was like, I think it's best that we talk about this because, like I said in the beginning, many people believe in the doctor, right? And I'm not anti-westernized medicine for this sake. But it's like, what else are you trying? You know, what else are you trying to do to better yourself when there's something that you probably know isn't what you need? It's not what your body needs.
Yeah. And you tell me that all the time.
Yeah, and I know what. I'll tell you what.
You tell me all, because I'm more of extreme. I don't like going to the doctor, and I don't take medicine at all. But you're like, girl, no, you still need to go to the doctor. Ain't nobody telling you not to go to the doctor. Make sure you go. You don't have to take what they're giving you, but at least go and see how you're going to be able to help yourself.
See if they got something, but if you don't want to go, you still have to find an alternative to figure out what this issue is. I'm not saying just go, and some people just go because they're hypochondriacs and they like going to the doctor or whatever. But if you have a specific issue, that's residual and it keeps coming back, check that. Check what that is. Yeah. And then you can find whatever alternative methods that you have for it. So,
but there's nothing wrong with going to a doctor so you can set a baseline on your health, right? So you go in and they do all the testing that they need to do, and then they present you with whatever issues they think you may have. Now you have an opportunity to take that and do your due diligence to find the things that you want to utilize to help you heal or address whatever the issue is that he discovered when you were doing your baseline checkups, right?
Yeah. And the thing about the baseline checkup, too, is when you go to the doctor, I learned this at a young age. When you go to the doctor, you're pretty much diagnosing yourself because you're telling them everything that's wrong. You're telling them exactly how long it's been going on. You're telling them where it hurts, how it hurts, the type of pain it is. Is it dark blood? Is it white blood? Is it red blood? Is it this? Is it that? So you're really giving them everything. They're just giving you a scientific estimate
term
or
for
guess or a term or whatever. You know, so sometimes it's like, okay, if you are into whatever, you know that these are your symptoms, Google those symptoms.
Right.
Google what can I do to fix said symptom. What vitamins can I take for said thing, you know. And what I like to do is I'll look at what the medication that they prescribe, and then I'll see what it does, and then I'll Google vitamins that supports heart, brain, lungs, whatever, you know, and then you create your own concoction of vitamins versus a what they call it a cocktail of medication, you know. So. And there's some things that we can do. So I know that you implemented some alternative healing elements in your life, and we're going to get into them so that maybe we can help other people who may need to change what they're doing or just implement these things with what they're already doing, because it just is not going to hurt you, you know. It can help you. So the first thing we're going to get into is meditation, right? And what is it? How do you use it? How is it helpful for people? So according to the Mayo Clinic, meditation is one that has been used for thousands of years. It's a mind-body medicine. This is the Mayo Clinic now. I like the Mayo Clinic. And it's an intentional focus. What it does is it reduces anxiety and depression, chronic pain, asthma, cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, sleep problems, and digestive problems. But what the benefits are is concentration, relaxation, inner peace, stress reduction, fatigue, elimination, and emotional well-being.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So for you, with meditation in your journey, how did you implement that? How did it make you feel? How did it benefit you overall?
Well, when I started having my seizures after I had my car accident, one of the triggers for my seizures was stress and fatigue. And so I immediately thought, well, if I'm experiencing stress, one of the best things that we can do is aside from yoga, is meditation if you're experiencing stress. So I started meditating, and I experienced that through meditation and the ability to quiet the mind, because you know, that's the idea, is to attempt to quiet the mind and observe yourself from within. I begun to calm my nervous system by simply being present with what's happening in my body right now at this very moment versus what was happening in my body 10 minutes ago and what could happen in my body 10 minutes from now. Meditation gifted me with the ability to just stay here in this time and hour right now.
In the moment.
In the very moment, because we all know that stress is worrying about something that has already happened. And anxiety is reaching for something that ain't even happening to you yet. Ooh. So while you're sitting here in meditation, it teaches you to just stay right here. There is no stress right here. There is no anxiety right in this beautiful ass moment that you keep robbing yourself of.
Wow. That was heavy.
It was, because
That was heavy.
Okay.
Because we often be like, okay, so next week I got to do this, I got to do that.
Yes.
So when we did our hike, we all did a portion, and the girl that did meditation and yoga, she was just saying, like, it's okay sometimes to still be overthinking. Like, you don't think you're doing it right because your brain is still racing. But she was like, but you're still sitting. You're still in the moment. Like, let it race. If it race, it's going to do that. But it doesn't mean that it's not working, because over time, it will less and less.
It's like an exercise, right? It's like preparing for something. You can't run a marathon just getting up tomorrow and saying, I'm about to run 5K. I'm sorry to tell you right now, my friend, but you about to fail, right?
Yeah.
So if you approach meditation thinking that you're about to be like a pro, someone that can sit for 10 minutes in this like stillness, and you've never done it, you're about to set yourself up for disappointment. Mm-hmm. You have to understand that you got to creep to it, and then you have to practice techniques that bring you back to the mindful moment that you're in. So when I teach meditation to my students, I tell my students that observe the thoughts, because they're going to come in. It's inevitable. Our minds are busy. So observe the thoughts. Where we mess up at as humans is that when we see the thoughts, we attach an emotion to it. We judge them. We don't just get out of the driver's seat, walk around your car, sit your ass in the passenger seat and observe. Do not attach anything to that thought. So once you learn how to just observe and acknowledge that it's just a thought, and come back to your breathing, come back to the sensation of your body, come back to what you were doing prior to those invasive thoughts, then you'll train your mind to do less of that when you're in meditation.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
That y'all get me. That? Did y'all get that?
Man, that was a bomb that just dropped for me to understand how, like, the meditation and, like, how she said the intrusive thoughts of, like, you just sitting and observing it. Like, you're sitting in it, and, like, I know I'm always on the go and always thinking about shit that I'm supposed to do that I didn't do, that I need to do, shit that's supposed to be done, and
I got shit to do.
So get out the driver's seat, right? Because that's you driving your problems. That's you driving your drama. That's you driving your stress. Get out.
Yeah.
And go just get in the passenger seat like, and take a seat and observe.
That's when you said that, I was like, bitch. I ain't, you know, like, ooh, I felt that in my spirit. I just wanted to say thank you. Because yeah.
We're all going to take a deep breath on that one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that was, listen. Because we're so conditioned to get in the car and drive.
Yes, no matter what.
And that's going to bring us to nutrition. And I skip, but it's bringing us to nutrition because I was told, especially when I was at my worst and I was at my heaviest, I'm like, I don't want to be eating just to be eating. Like, I don't have an appetite. Like, I'm getting bigger because of that. And it took one of my clients to tell me, Tasha, you driving your car every day on E. You have nothing to, you're running on fumes. And then when I went to the doctor, I was like, listen, I don't have an appetite. I'm not going to force myself to eat. That's stupid. And he was like, start with sunflower seeds. Trick your metabolism. He was like, because your body is in starvation mode. It's holding on to the fat because it doesn't think it's going to ever get any more food. And I was like, now what the hell? This is stupid. You know, because if you eat a lot, I thought you ate a lot. That's how you got fat. But it had nothing to do with eating.
That's your body's way of saving your life.
To do with trauma.
Yeah. It's trying to save your life. Your body's trying to save your life.
My body was in trauma mode, period. And I think about the time. I think about what was going on. I think about my state of mind. I think about my emotional health. It was all fucked up. It was all fucked up. So what have you heard and what have we been told? And we don't listen to 5011 videos about healthy eating. But how does healthy eating personally help you guys?
Well, I don't eat healthy. I'm working out. But I know I like healthy stuff. People laugh at me because I want to carry around cucumbers. I love good things that has a crunch to it, but I have a flavor profile that I have been addicted to after my weight loss surgery. So I just, like you said, it's a whole thing with trauma and me eating, and like how I was restricted to eat, or how I was open to eat anything. I just keep always talking about those two extremes. I never learned how to be in between. It's just always been this or that. I'm either fat or skinny. I'm never in the middle.
That's such a Capricorn thing. I promise you. He don't have no middle ground.
I either look like a bum or a supermodel. It's gonna be. It's no one in between.
There is no in between for us, and that's sad.
I'm looking like Sideshow Bob. The ones who know me, I'll be looking like Sideshow Bob. Y'all love me, and I appreciate that. Okay,
You are so funny.
but you know that's how that shit goes.
So what about you, She?
So for me, I don't eat as healthy as I should. And I'm everyone who knows and anyone who follows me knows that I'm very transparent when it comes to my journey. I don't eat as healthy as I should. Do I know how I'm supposed to be eating?
Yes.
I do, y'all. I do.
9,000%.
However, I'm hard-headed. That's another Capricorn trait. And I just do what I want to do in the kitchen. However, I do have
Speaking
healthy.
of the kitchen. No, I'm just
I do have healthy habits.
We ain't
for
cooked
eating.
in a minute.
I just cook for Thanksgiving. I ain't cooking them until Christmas. Then after that, the children got to figure it out. But as
It's
far
my
as food is
birthday
concerned,
month.
it is. And I don't want to eat nothing but unhealthy foods. I like my fried foods. Give me my hot wings. Like, you know.
I'm like Sister Kim's kitchen.
Sister Kim's kitchen.
She up until 9, and I was like, ooh,
Today?
yeah, baby.
I just love to eat not unhealthy foods. Fried foods is my weakness. However, I do my best to be intentional about eating the way I'm supposed to eat
you
based
skinny.
on.
You're smaller. I ain't gonna say skinny. I ain't gonna say you are smaller. You know.
But people
Some
equate.
people
That's
have-
what I just said. People equate your weight to your health.
And
True.
I know a very
so
lot
inaccurate.
of small, unhealthy people. So it has nothing to do with your weight because you could find somebody who's just naturally a bigger boned type of person and they are
I was gonna
healthy
say that.
as a ox.
Yes, it's all about
Healthy.
eating.
We got bigger bones.
Everybody's
that's a
bone
whole-
structure
I don't
is
think
not
that's
the
what it is.
That's why I'm like, we got bigger bones. I never thought. Okay, but that's a whole nother subject. So don't keep going.
But as far as food, with eating foods, in the yoga practice, we have the science of yoga or the science of life is called Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is just another alternative medicine practice, kind of like Chinese medicine and things like that. It's been around for over 5,000 years. And it teaches you how to eat based on your own specific body constitution. It is the healthiest way to eat based on your body, how it is put together. And it is determined by many of things, right? The seasons, the energies, the elements, everything.
Everything
Everything
plays a part.
plays a part in this Ayurvedic journey. So if y'all ever want to get healthy, talk to me. I'll tell you what your body constitution is.
Oh, yeah,
and I'll
I
tell
need
you how
to
you
know
should be
that.
eating.
I want to be healthy.
I'm like, I want to know
Sign
that.
me up for the healthy.
Please do.
So this is where there is a thin line, and because some people still believe that it's a drug, some people believe that it's a medicine, some people know the truth, right? THC and CBD. I did not get a definition for these. I think that we can all talk about our own personal self journey that we've had with it, and what the benefits that it did for self. And any, meeny, miny, mo. Which birthday first?
Mine, she said she was a January cap, remember?
Ooh, it was the look.
I seen that. I seen it.
She
I'm
said she was
okay
a
with
January
it.
cap.
I'm a January. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
But I used THC and CBD to heal my seizures. That was a huge part of my journey when it came to taking care of my seizures. And this is the funny thing, going back to what you were saying earlier about how doctors try to prescribe you things and you have these tough conversations with your doctor, and if you're not one that likes to take medication and they are the type that would like to give out medication, you have this
push
tug of
it.
war
They
with your
push it.
Yeah.
with your physician. So I remember talking to my neurologist, and this was maybe year 2 of me having seizures, and I'm tired of having these seizures, y'all. I'm tired of taking this medication. I'm just over it, and I'm like, I'm gonna heal myself. Like this is it. So I told her. And I remember seeing a documentary on a little kid who was having seizures, and he took this THC like oil, and within seconds the seizures were gone. I was like, I said, okay, come on now, we not gonna go to Tyrone no more. We gonna go pull up somewhere else and get the medicinals, cause we gonna work this out. So I did that, and I combined it with CBD. I don't know where he at no more. But I combined that with using CBD And I remember telling my doctor, like, oh, I don't need you to write me a prescription because I'm going to heal myself naturally by using THC. And she gave me that.
Yeah.
Here's your prescription.
Yeah.
And I told her,
yeah.
right. She was like, girl, that ain't it. And I was like, okay. She's like, no, I'm going to give you your prescription. And then I'll see you in a year. Because the DMV had me going to see her once a year so I could keep my license. So I was like, all right, I'll see you in a year. I remember taking that prescription, y'all, and I tossed it in my drawer. And then when it was time to see her again in a year, I went back to her and she was like, oh, I'm going to give you a prescription. How you been? And I was like, I haven't had any seizures. I don't need it. She was like,
yeah, because you're taking the meds, right?
And that's no, I don't need you to write me a prescription. I don't need it.
She's like, yeah,
she was like, what?
You ain't had one because you've been taking the meds, right?
Right. And my seizures were nocturnal, so they only happen when I went to bed. Not when I'm awake, like talking to y'all, and like you guys can kind of see it offsetting on me, like coming on because I like blank out. No, it just happens when I'm dead sleep, y'all. Wow. Like, so I just wake up after having an episode. So I remember, so she's like, well, how do you know? Because it happened in your sleep anyway. So my partner at the time, he was like, no, I'm with her every night. She hasn't had any. So she's like, no, I'm going to give you a prescription. I said, okay, I'll see you next year. And I won't need it. And I came back the following year, and I was like, ma'am.
Told you.
Year 2, I don't need this prescription. And she didn't prescribe it, and then she discharged me, and I haven't looked back in 7 years. Period. But all I'm saying is, trust your body, trust how you feel. I could have still, because I was still having seizures on the medication. So if you're prescribing me something that is supposed to help me, and it isn't, let me go find something that helps me, and then
that
you can
gets rid of it.
Yeah, ma'am, you can save your little piece of paper and your little ink.
And your little dirty ass
I don't need none of that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to do it naturally with what was placed on earth for me from Sky Daddy.
From the Lord.
So with the THC and the CBD, like, how did you implement it? Like oils, topicals,
everything,
ingestional. Like, what did you?
I smoked it, obviously, but I smoked it, and my partner at the time, he learned how to make butter and stuff out of it so that we could put it in my food. And then my CBD oils, I would use those like while I was at work, and CBD for bedtime to help me sleep and relax while I'm asleep. Because if I'm stressed, thinking I'm gonna have a seizure every time I go to bed, and I just told you guys, stress and fatigue were my triggers.
Wow.
So I took CBD to help me relax so that I didn't sleep stressed, so I can induce a seizure.
Yeah.
So I took CBD for bed, and I took it in the daytime while I'm at work, because we can be smoking weed at work. So take the CBD or whatever.
I guess it depends on where you work.
Yeah, and I included it in my teas and things like that. So I ingested it in many different ways.
Because
I had a little tincture tea today. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Did you?
I did. So funny story. Last year, I was stressed the fuck out. End of story. No, I'm just playing. And it started to affect me physically a lot. And of course, we had to figure out what to do, right? So the doctor's like, all right, so we'll put you on a couple medications. We'll get you a CPAP machine. We'll give you some high blood pressure medicine, even though you don't got high blood pressure, but we want to kind of like monitor it and blah, blah, blah this. And I told that man, I'm not coming to get none of that shit.
No, that's right.
I'm not coming to get none of that shit. So he's like, well, what are you going to do? Miss Key's like, what are you going to do? So I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to intentionally look after what I'm doing and what I have not been doing. I was like, I'm going to physically get active and start moving around. I'm going to get this weight off of me. I'm going to work on my breathing techniques. I'm going to start to meditate. I'm going to intentionally make sure that I'm living a happy life. I'm going to, and I just start breaking it down. He said, ma'am,
you got it.
If you do all those things that you said you were doing, he was like, you won't need to come back. He was like, but if you do, we'll be here. But if you don't, he was like, I think you will live a happy, healthy life. And most doctors don't say that.
No.
But I told, because he was like, I could feel your hesitation. You were supposed to come pick it up last week, the CPAP machine. I was like, I'm not wearing that shit. I got to get my shit together. And I realized that when you are not focused on your breathing intentionally, you just like, you're not really.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention, if you just pay attention, some of us even stop breathing.
We do.
There's times where you're holding
I
your
do.
breath and
I do.
you're not even realizing that you are robbing your body
Y'all
of
don't want to
oxygen.
talk me about
Let me tell y'all
all of the
something.
oxygen
Because
and
I
shit.
started forgetting shit.
Yes.
And now that I've been working on my breathing, my memory's increasing.
That's crazy.
Definitely increasing. Because I would be like, tell me again. I don't know. Like, what I'm supposed to be doing?
Because breathing techniques help you with a lot of things. One of the things that it helps you with, other than regulating your nervous system and helping you to remain
That's
at a
crazy.
calm place, it helps you with increasing your focus.
Yeah.
When you meditate and you breathe, it helps you with increasing your focus. Like,
It's just like crystal.
period, because it's just, but let me tell y'all something that I share with my students all the time when it comes to breathing and the importance of the breath. In yoga, we call it prana, which is
Okay.
our life source.
I'm gonna have some
right.
fun yoga.
Prana, yeah. So, one of my teachers told me that the body can survive without food for about 30 days, give or take, right? The body can survive without water few days, 3, 4, 5 days tops.
If you got something in you.
Baby, you understand? If you was ever dehydrated, when you run out of water, you might make it 2 days.
Yeah,
You're gone.
yeah.
But the body cannot survive without oxygen, air, prana,
Prana.
seconds.
A
A minute or two, and you start to experience brain damage.
Wow.
You understand? Your body starts to shut down. So if you don't stop to check on your breath, you're not checking on your life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's real. And that's why physical fitness and activeness is so important, because at the end of the day, in your nutrition books, everywhere you look, anywhere, if you move your body for at least 30 minutes for a few to 3 days out the week, you're healthier than what you think you are. Because if you don't move it, you literally lose it.
Absolutely.
Muscles lock up, tightness, tension, plantar fasciitis in your feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
experiencing all of those things.
But if you think about the connection of the muscles, right?
Yeah.
So in your feet, we use our feet literally from the second we get up out that bed, we are on top of our feet. So if you don't, your feet has every nerve ending to go to everything in your body.
Yeah.
So if you're not that muscle, that muscle goes up your calf. That calf muscle goes up to the back of your
I can't walk certain days. I can't. When I get up, I'm limping because the way that I'm trying to get there. And like being around you and learning of like, I don't know who's supposed to teach you. Like, you think you breathing, but obviously, bitch, I'm not breathing in the correct way, that in order for me to be able to thrive and for me to be able to inhale, exhale, memory, like you said, soon as I danced and did one dance, I dropped it low. Next day, I couldn't walk for the next few days.
I dropped it low.
So it's like, but like legit, I'm not utilizing it. I don't stretch. Like, I've learned so many things just with the body that I take for granted. Take advantage of, take for granted, and just be like, oh, okay, it's gonna do it on its own. Like,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not.
And it's like, bitch, I'm 40.
It
I'm
needs
over
your
here,
help.
Like, the fuck?
It
If you
needs
got
your
a little
help.
bit- but the body's so amazing. Like,
Bro.
when I listen, so when I talk about the body and what it does, I always go back to birth and conception. The fact that a male sperm is living embryos,
Thousands of them.
millions of them,
a whole bunch of
little nappy head ass kids, and they know its purpose in life is to find the egg. And then when it finds the egg does its thing and make one of us. That shit's crazy.
It's amazing.
I know.
It's amazing.
What did you say? He was like a few days later. He was like, "Bitch, we made it. We was one.
We was the strongest sperm. You made it. We are the ones who made it. Out of that little ejaculation, there was,
And everybody racing to the
there
egg.
was millions others with you.
Right. And you
All your
won.
brothers and sisters.
You was the strongest to survive. You won.
Yes.
You made it.
That's
so
like-
it's like embrace who you
Yeah.
are. Embrace all your quote unquote imperfections, because we're only taught that we're not perfect. We don't know that upon birth. So, what about connecting with nature? Now, this is what's crazy for me, because we have everything on this earth provided from this earth that you need. But nobody teaches you that. Nobody teaches you that, right? So I know a lot of people that are into crystals, and they're, I don't know if it's new for them or old for them or whatever. But when I look up the different types of crystals and what they're made of and what they do, how many of them shits is straight from the earth?
All of them.
It's like God always provides, and then the man fucks it up.
Yeah. Because they got to monetize it. They got to figure out how to make money off of it. And then they fuck it up by trying to duplicate it in a factory.
and trick you. All with the trickery shit, right? So what part of nature fuels your body and your soul? I can go first. For me, it's definitely the ocean, probably because we're sea goats. The ocean feeds me. The ocean, I don't know, it scares me because it's the unknown, it's the uncertainty, but it's so much beauty and power within it as well, if that makes sense. Like, I do feel like, when I was like, I feel like I was a mermaid in my past life, somebody was like, no, you're naturally a sea goat in this life. You a sea goat. That's why we're the goat, but we also have a tail.
That belongs in the water.
So why do I feel like a tree? Like where your trunks, you feel grounded, you feel like you need to have roots, you need to feel like...
Because we're earth signs.
Oh, okay.
We are what keeps people grounded, because then there's fire, and then there's air, and there's, so we're the earth sounds. But they always say hug a tree is how you cure depression.
I'm just scared about it.
Please, before you hug a tree, people, where the camera?
Get straight into it.
Before you hug that tree, please check the tree. Okay, make sure it's not already occupied by the people who live outside. Because the last thing you want to do is hug that tree. Now you got a spider in your hair. Okay, so please check the tree. But yes, go outside, walk barefoot.
Ooh, that's
get your toes in that grass. If you have access to the water, get outside, get your toes in that water, get wet in some kind of way. Hug the trees. If you have time to sit and meditate to absolutely nothing but the sounds of nature, do that. There is nothing more powerful than being connected with Source. And Source is everything around us. Like she said, the elements, fire, water, earth, ether, they're all connected, and we are all made of it. Remember, I just told you guys, in Ayurvedic practices, it is all connected. We are made from these natural material resources. Yeah. So if we don't go outside to replenish the energy that's attached to those things that we carry naturally within us, then we feel a depletion, and that depletion manifests as disconnection. You feel disconnected from things. You feel like you're not grounded. You feel like your energy or your vibration is low. Well, ma'am, get your ass outside.
Because the sun is a healer. And the crazy part for me, it's the fall. Like, I love the fall. I love when the leaves are changing and they're falling off the trees and everything. And we didn't have that here. So when I got here, I felt like I was missing something. So I literally only went back home in the Midwest in the fall. Only. Because the weather's perfect. It's not musty, and it's not a whole lot of mosquitoes, too. However, that's another conversation. But I actually got blessed with the fall a few times this year. And then I was like, at my job, it's surrounded by trees, and I get the fall. I was like, you getting it. But you have to stop in it, you know what I'm saying? And like, pay attention to what it is that you need and what benefits you. Yeah. So we only got a few minutes left. I definitely want you to talk about yoga and its benefits and what it has done for you. How did it save your life? Because that's important. That's what we're here for. So, cheers again.
Cheers one more time, because it most definitely saved my life.
Cheers.
So in December of 2013, I had a car accident that caused the injury that brought on the seizures. In my quest of searching for natural remedies, I stumbled on meditation and yoga. So this was back in 2014, like February of 2014. I stumbled on the law of attraction, meditation, and yoga, right? And I remember, so after my accident, I was blind in my left eye. So I couldn't see anything out of my left eye, y'all, like nothing. So I'm sitting here with no eye, having seizures, and I'm watching the law of attraction, and it's telling me that I'm going to be just fine. And then I remember my doctor saying, oh, you stressed out, blah, blah, blah. Meditation and yoga. So I started practicing yoga. Yoga changed my life in that it taught me how to become a better person by simply staying in the now. It allowed me to figure out who I am in all of the quietude of my meditation.
The quietude.
So sitting down and being in that silence allowed me to hear what I call my bestie, that inner voice, that intuition. It allowed me to hear my bestie talking to me. Like if somebody would have come to the park on Saturdays, they would know.
It's too early.
That
I gotta set an alarm for me to get up that early. Can you do some afternoon yoga?
I'm gonna work on it.
Please. If you do some afternoon yoga, I am there.
And for those of you that don't know, I do classes on Saturday mornings at 7:30 in the morning. She don't want to come out that early.
7:30 in the morning.
She don't come out that early.
When she talked about that hike, I was like, what?
It's early. No, but
the hike. They set the hike at 10 o'clock for me because I was like, I'm not getting up and hiking with y'all.
Ain't nobody trying to go hiking at 10 o'clock. I'm trying to get out there 6. Get in there, get out. I'm outside with the wolves.
All right, so we want to thank you so much for being a guest on our show. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. I hope it definitely touched and resonated with somebody else, and whatever holistic care tips that you guys have, share them with us because, listen, we have to heal ourselves. I got a whole lot of shit that I've been doing, but this wasn't about me. But I'm going to make a couple announcements of events that we got going on. Keys Do Love Mommies is hosting a kids clothing kickback December 15th, 4 to 6:30 at Whitney Recreational Center at 5712 Missouri Avenue 89122. If you have some items you want to donate and you don't have time to come out, you can drop them off to me. But if you do, you want to come out, like it's going to be a kickback. Like we're going to be kicking it. We're going to have a good time and let the kids do their thing or whatever. And then we'd have Let's Talk Love next event, which is Let's Talk Love and Dominatrix. So if you are trying to tap into your inner God or your inner goddess and your own sexuality, we want you to come out and dress the part. Come as you want to come. It's going to be December 16th at 7 p.m. at Intimacy Private and Cozy Event Space. We have kink bags for sale. If you don't have all of that shit already,
period,
you can purchase yourself a little whip or something because it's going to be demonstrational, it's going to be conversational, and it's going to be tapping into love, confidence, sensuality, erotic massages, and dominance. And then we have a Let's Talk Love with the senior citizens, which that's like one of my favoriteest things to do because they be teaching me more about love than me teaching them. And that is going to be December 22nd at the Martin Luther King Senior Center. So we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to Let's Talk Love with us today.
Yes.
And if you feel in a certain way, like tap into yourself, trust yourself, listen to yourself, try to heal yourself because listen, stress is a killer. It's silent. We got so much shit going on in the world. And again, I want to send love to everybody who was affected by what happened at UNLV yesterday. That shit tore my ass up, okay? And we love y'all. So next time, we'll be here next week, 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Peace out.
Deuces.
Bye.